88.
It's been life-changing for me.
IRMC, better health, better life.
Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank on WCCS. There we go. I got to press my own button there. Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank on WCCS, and our interview segments brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted Best Personal Injury Law Firm, Best of Indiana County Contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. And we have with us today Valdora Rice and Michael Perry with the Indiana Theater. And this interview is also being put on our Facebook page as well, so you can see them as well as hear them there. How you folks doing?
Great. How about you?
I'm doing okay. And Valdora, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
You know what? I am actually excited for this weekend because this weekend is the celebration of the 100th anniversary of the opening of the Indiana Theater. It's had quite a history here in downtown Indiana. Maybe you can talk about that a little bit.
It has. It opened in 1924 in the summer in July, and it started as a vaudeville theater, and it had a balcony. So people that say they remember the balcony, they probably don't, because it was taken down in 1928 when talkies became popular, and they said, let's make it a movie theater.
Okay, so there was a balcony.
There was
up
a balcony.
You see, I have memories of it of mine own after the days of it being a movie theater, when it was the home of the Indiana Players for many years. I tread those boards. It was to me it was a great experience to be a part of that part of the history. But since then, it has gone through a lot of different transformations and a lot of different uses. Now it has become a performance venue that a lot of people are wanting to come perform at.
Yes, Michael and I, when the last tenants moved out, we saw that there was this space was open, and we said, we have to do something for the community. We have to make this a place, like you said, a performing arts place where we can have concerts, we can have families come in and do things, we can have nonprofits host events there, have private screenings, rent out the theater. So we're doing quite a lot of things, and our goal is really to let all segments of the community use the space and enjoy the arts in this space.
Michael, you, as she said, you and the crew have had a relatively short time to kind of turn that around from what it used to be, which was a home for a church for a while.
Right.
And then turn it and transform it into this performance venue. I was there, I think, for the first rock show that they had there. It was Gene the Werewolf and, oh gosh, I can't remember the other act. Oh my gosh. Why can't I remember the headliner? It was a blues act, I think it was.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
But
Yeah.
it was a great show. And I realized it from that point that this place could be a great rock venue, but it's a great performance house.
Right.
No matter what.
I think anything that we do there, I think excels because, I think the space itself lends really well to whatever we do there. And I think the passion of everybody involved kind of really puts itself out there whenever we put on an event, whether it's Valdora organizing it or planning it or Steve, doing the tech. It's just something that, we've really put our heart and soul into.
Have you had to make a lot of improvements since that first concert on to upgrade the space?
We have. It was pretty much an empty room with seats and a stage.
Yeah.
And a screen. So our first big purchase was we gathered a little bit of money we had in our pockets together, and we bought a projector so we could show movies.
So you could do the movies.
And then we got speakers, and then we moved from nothing to now we have full speaker system. We have full equipment to be able to support a band, and they don't have to bring things in. We can support them fully.
I remember that on that first concert. They're like, we got to share sound systems, guys.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Artists bringing in speakers, bringing their amps, trying to fill up the space. But now, now we're pretty well equipped to kind of deal with, most things that come through our door.
Most things. I would say just about everything that comes through the door there. So let's talk about some of the things. First off, you've been running a silent film series, which I think is a great idea to expand on that art. How and I know that I think it's wrapped or it's about to, or am I wrong on that? The silent film series?
We're kind of migrating the silent films on Sunday to do like classic films as well. We used to run a Wednesday classics and a Sunday silent. Now those are going to be combined on the Sunday.
All right. Well, but still, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, it's
Silver Screen Sundays.
Silver Screen Sundays. But I think that's important as well because when people think of classic films, I mean, they're obviously going to think of Gone with the Wind, Casablanca. It's a Wonderful Life in this community. But there's a lot out there. And also, you've had that series. You've also run some other movies, and you've got a movie club too.
Oh yeah, I think the movie club is probably the most exciting thing that we're doing lately. Existenz, which is a crazy science fiction film by David Cronenberg. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I've not.
Oh, it's great. If you're a fan of The Fly, that's probably his most well-known
yeah.
kind of body horror film. Existenz is a great film.
You just made me shudder on that one.
But no, we had Dirty
that'll
Dancing.
That'll be
Yeah,
Tuesday. Existenz is coming
Tuesday.
on Tuesday, and every film in film club's picked by. We're doing board members first, but anyone that's a member of film club can say, "Hey, I want to show a movie," and then they get to lead the discussion. So this week for Existenz, it's Michael's movie, so he's really excited.
So
about
that's
it.
why,
Excitement coming through.
Yeah, I actually could. so that's been a favorite genre of you, I would assume.
Yeah.
All right, but I think it's great that you're giving the staff and the people who are part of the club a chance to lead discussions and to show their favorite films, some of which may not be as well known out there. Also, a lot of family events have been going on too. I think has been very positive as well. You've had some events connected with Harry Potter as of late. Some other Disney franchises, we'll say.
Yeah, we do a family fun day. The first Saturday of every month is family fun day, and we have crafts in the lobby for free for kids. They're tied in with the movie, and then this month for July to celebrate our 100th birthday, all movie tickets for all our movies are $1.
That's great. 100 pennies for 100 years.
That's right. That's right.
How cool is it to see the community come in and embrace the Indiana theater like they have? How cool has it been?
It's been pretty amazing, the response we've gotten. I think it's great to get it full of people like we've gotten for a lot of events. But the most memorable events are the people coming up to us afterwards and telling us how much it meant to them, how they've gone to it since they were children, or just like bringing their dad and saying like how important it is to spend that quality time with it. There's not a lot of spaces that you can do that anymore.
You've got a good point there, and especially in Indiana, there is not a big, I would say, rock or pop performance venue. I mean, we have a lot of venues that specialize in classical or things like that, or the university has stuff that they do that is theirs. This is really a community place here that everybody is welcome at. So let's talk about the 100th birthday celebration that's coming up. It's
excited.
This Saturday?
It is this Saturday.
It's going to be busy. Oh, my gosh. I was taking a look at the schedule you've provided. You've got activities outside, activities inside, probably down the alley as well.
Absolutely.
So talk about it.
We've got a ribbon cutting at 12 o'clock, and then from 12 to 7 we have activities in the alley. Outside we've got balloon art. We've got a face painter coming in. We have vendors. Noblestein will be there. Romeo's will be there.
Danny's Tacos.
Danny's Tacos. Mutiny Donuts. So you can come down, have lunch, have dinner, both, stay the whole day.
Yeah.
So we'll have stuff outside for the kids. We'll have cornhole to play. You can just kind of hang out. And then inside we have a huge lineup of all free. Everything's free the whole day.
Wow.
A huge lineup of singers, bands, magic show. We have a magic show coming in at 1 o'clock. And they'll be performing at 1 inside and then 5 o'clock outside. So.
And it looks like it's kind of a representation of everything that the Indiana Theater can do. You have music shows, and you said you had magic performances. You're showing shorts. You're going to have local talent coming in. A lot of different things, but again, it's showcasing everything that the theater can do.
That's exactly what we were going for.
Right.
We really want people, because what we found is if you come once, you'll come back again, because this place really, truly is magic.
I agree. I agree on that 100%.
So come and see what we can do.
All right, and let's just go over that schedule. You gave it to me right here. So Al Craigie, guitarist at 12:15. We know of him, and you mentioned the magic act is going to be the Wonders of Crystalline Pirates Gold Magic Show. So this is KK, Inabrium, and Morgiana. This sounds like one of those old school medicine shows.
That's exactly what it is. It's booked. Oftentimes, it's booked as an old time medicine show. It's going to be really exciting. There's going to be some, and they will both be outside between shows, wandering the streets, doing some fire things.
Oh, okay. So
doing
there'll
some close up street magic with
Nice.
tricks, and so if you come down, you can actually interact with them outside as well.
All right, Dave Magoon, the lap steel guitarist at 2:15. And then the first of the short films, it's a classic.
Yeah, Laughing Gas with Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, Charlie Chaplin, one of the greatest. Then you've got Homegrown Grass, a bluegrass band. Swana and Stanley Chapitis, violinists. They're locals, I believe,
Yeah,
right?
they're
They
locals.
are.
They've performed at IUP a couple times.
Yeah, well, they started the group Philly Street Strings, and they've performed at our theater last year, and they'll be coming again this fall with their orchestra, but they're performing together as a duo for this.
That's nice, and that's great that Philly Street Strings is going to make a return. That was a great show. Grist for the Mill, one of my favorite bands in the area, is going to be there. They call themselves Front Porch Swing, of course. The late Patty Holmes was one of their singers. It's going to be great performance for them, though. Talk about though after the short film, which is another classic, Trip to the Moon.
Oh yeah,
It's going to be one of those. But you have a mentalist coming in. Talk about
do.
this guy. Can you? Or
He-
can we?
He's a little bit secretive. He's interesting. He's done a lot of great events in Pittsburgh. A lot of I'm trying to think of the word. 1920s-ish sort of.
Kind of speakeasy type thing.
Speakeasy sort of events. So he's
Okay.
sort of an old school magician.
All right,
A lot
I got
of,
you.
like,
I got you.
And
sleight of hand and
he
stuff like
he
that.
claims that he will teach you how to read your friends' minds.
That's a little too freaky.
Want to learn how to do that? You need
Maybe
to
I
come
better
see him.
maybe I better stay away from my friends for a few couple of days afterwards. And then Alpha Violet, some synth pop to end the evening. And you said this is all free?
Absolutely, everything is completely free.
Do people need to reserve a spot though?
No.
Okay, they
No,
can just
we're
walk right up.
Walking in, and we do have obviously the foods for sale, and we have theater merchandise, and we're even doing a tie dye station. If you want to buy one of our commemorative T-shirts, you can tie dye it for free. It's a great activity for you and your kids to do, and make a T-shirt in commemoration of our 100th birthday.
Just one quick thing. We're running close on time, but I wanted to mention that a cast member of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood is going to be making an appearance following weekend after this
The
celebration?
27th.
The 27th.
Yeah.
And that is David Newell.
Yes, we
Mr.
are so
McFeely.
excited.
Oh yeah.
He is a huge supporter of local theater, and he actually reached out to us and said, "I've heard what you've been doing. Can I come and help you raise awareness of the theater?"
That's awesome. So it's going to be a showing of A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood with Tom Hanks, which I loved, and then he's going to lead a talk afterwards.
He's going to do a talk afterwards and an autograph signing beforehand. So the whole event is $10, and it includes that he will give you a signed photograph, as part of your admission. So
That's awesome, and I've met him in character as Mr. McFeely. I kind of geeked out when I was a kid whenever that happened. All right, we are about out of time, but I did want to say thank you to you both for coming over, and happy birthday to the Indiana Theater, and another 100 years for it, please. All right.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Michael Perry, Valdora Rice for the Indiana Theater, joining us on Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. Our interviews presented by Marcus and Mack, voted Best Personal Injury Law Firm, Best of Indiana County Contest. Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people.
The death of a pet evokes one of the saddest emotions that we will experience. This is John Lefdahl speaking